that hard. It really isn't. Is this hard? It's Ajmail, so it's A-J-M-A-I-L. It's kind of easy. It's 2 syllables. It's kind of like Tupac. It's like Ajmail. So, but anyways, shout out to my man over here for telling that story. That was amazing. I appreciate that. That was awesome. I guess we can talk about something I've been hooked on for a little bit now. I've been hooked on Perks for the last like year and a half. That came out wrong. Like company perks. Company perks. So I like always wanted to like work at a tech company, like a startup tech company, and I ended up deciding like looking for a way to get into the industry. So I applied, and one company actually responded to me, the one and only one I applied to, and they called me in for an interview. The interview ended up taking place on a Saturday morning at 8 a.m. And when I first arrived, I took the elevator up to the office and walked through the doors. One of the first things I thought was, damn, like places like this actually exist in Philadelphia. Like the way the place was actually furnished, and you know, they must have like an interior designer to really dress the place up. And you know, as I walked in the conference room at the same time, in my mind, I was thinking, "Damn, who did these people rob to make it look like this?" Because you know, the way it looked like, it was pretty much, if you guys are all too familiar with it, the perks that are involved with working at a tech company are things like an open space environment that pretty much makes it feel like pool tables, ping pong tables, beer in the fridge, free pantry filled with snacks. Which is all great, and I was like, I need to get it. I was hooked. I need to get this job. So I made it through the first interview. Then the second interview came around, and I did well in that as well. And then and I didn't really hear back from them, and I was kind of becoming discouraged at that point. And you know, the reality did hit when I ended up getting a rejection email, and I thought, damn, like, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? So and I was really pissed. So I went inside, dropped off the groceries, and I ended up throwing on Yeezus because it was pretty relevant at the time for me. And I was like blasting out push-ups, and because I think he probably just made that song, that whole album for his workout. So I'm doing push-ups, and mid push-up, the song "Blood on the Leaves" comes on. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with that song as well, but. As I'm working out, I comes to the part where the beat drops, and he says, "We could have been somebody." And at that point, I was like, "Yeah, man, I can totally use that." So I responded to the rejection email, and I ended up pretty much writing them a nice email. And at the end, I wrote, "P.S. We could have been somebody," and I attached the link to Kanye West performing "Blood on the Leaves" live. Long story short, I got the job there. Yeah, it was a good memory. It was made some good memories there, made some good friends there, and it was an overall cool experience. But something that was like really sitting with me that I feel like Philadelphia Texan has really failed on is why I actually decided to leave a couple weeks ago. I quit my job because I wanted to pursue an idea that I've been thinking about going after for a little while, and it's an issue that I feel like we're really struggling with as a society and a world today, is mental health. So one of the ideas that I have is pertains to that, and I felt like if I wanted to immerse myself completely in it, I would have to leave and pursue it 100% of the time. So that's what I'm doing. And there's like, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty down this road right now because it's a new challenge for me. But you know, one of the things I can say is that I'm really making it a priority to get everyone involved in the Philadelphia tech scene to make this happen for us. And as well as, like, you know, it's almost like me being hooked onto something else new. You know, I'm hooked onto happiness. You know, and I want to make other people feel that way as well. You know, there shouldn't be a problem where you have to feel some type of way about going to talk to someone about what has happened in your life. You know, that's you know, we have to really close the door on that stigma. So that's the plan, the road I'm going, and you know, I'm gonna try my best at it. So you know, hopefully it becomes a success, and you know, we can talk about this later down the road. I guess I can like leave you guys with one last thing. Here goes to the crazy ones. The misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the square pegs and the round holes. The ones who see things differently. You know, they're not fond of the rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. But you know, you guys already know what that ends up being like. So, blah 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 blah. Because the people who think that they're people that are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. And I guess I'm hooked on changing the world right now. Thank you.